but since she was a stranger and didn't have the invitation, she couldn't get in. After the ceremony, she apologized to Mike many times, but since there was the incident about the invitation and the dating app, he divorced her. About the misuse of the credit card, the real Elise demanded compensation to the fake Elise, but since fake Elise didn't have any money, she left the city with the granny bike that she used for work. I don't know what she's doing now, but I wonder how she thinks about herself now. On the other hand, we got married and are still successful farmers. Mike and Luna were able to communicate since the wedding, and Mike comes over to hang out sometimes. I'm glad that everything turned out okay.
You better not think you'll get to rest during the holidays.
Karen, I already declined this request.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm just giving you a reminder.
I appreciate the heads up, but as I mentioned before, I won't be able to help.
Our house is the main family home, so we'll have lots of guests. How can the daughter-in-law not help?
I completely understand the tradition, but my situation is different this year. I just gave birth 3 days ago. My body won't be recovered in 2 weeks.
Is that your excuse? This is why young women these days are so disappointing.
I'm following my doctor's orders for recovery. It's not an excuse.
Doctors these days coddle new mothers too much. Back in my day, women got up immediately after giving birth to do housework.
Medical knowledge has advanced since then. We now understand postpartum recovery better.
Are you calling me old? How disrespectful!
Never mind.
That's right. You should think before speaking to your mother-in-law that way.
Just so you know, medical professionals say women who've given birth experience trauma equivalent to a car accident. Don't you think it's a bit harsh to expect someone in that condition to work?
Car accident? You're being so dramatic. All you did was give birth.
All I did? Do you have any idea what my body went through?
Every woman goes through it. You're not special. Anyway, you need to prepare food for 30 people.
30 people? You never mentioned that many before.
Well, the guest list grows every year. That's family for you. That's final. No more complaints.
Karen, let's think this through. Everyone knows I just gave birth. What will your relatives think if I'm slaving over meals instead of caring for my newborn?
They all think like I do. They'll think you are a dedicated daughter-in-law fulfilling your duties. Everyone understands that the main family's daughter-in-law works harder than anyone.
I doubt that. Times have changed since you were a new daughter-in-law.
Not in our family, they don't.
In fact, Uncle Bob sent a card saying I shouldn't worry about showing up and should rest instead. He even included a gift for the baby.
Uncle Bob? He would never say that. He's traditional, just like me.
The card is sitting on my counter. I can send you a picture if you'd like. And Nancy called specifically to tell me I don't need to listen to anything you say.
That can't be true. Nancy's famous for tormenting her daughters-in-law.
I was surprised too. She said she's been reflecting on her behavior lately. I guess she's had a change of heart. Think about it. If I'm working while recovering from childbirth, who will everyone blame?
Me, obviously.
Exactly. You don't want to be seen as the villain, do you?
Of course not. My reputation in the family is important. But still, tradition is tradition. You can't just ignore it.
The era you grew up in certainly treated women differently. You must have suffered quite a bit yourself.
I really did. My mother-in-law was absolutely terrible. She made me scrub the floors the day after I gave birth to Tyler.
That sounds awful. I'm so sorry you went through that.
So you see why it's important to follow tradition?
Shouldn't we break that negative cycle now?
What do you mean?
If you suffered, why make me suffer too? Shouldn't we create better traditions for future generations?
You might be right. I never thought about it that way. Wait, I almost fell for it. You're lying about Bob and Nancy, aren't you?
Ah, you caught me.
I knew it! How dare you try to manipulate me? Our entire family consists of people who live to torment their daughters-in-law. Nobody would sympathize with you.
I see.
Anyway, you have 2 weeks to recover, so start making shopping lists and recipes for 30 people.
2 weeks isn't sufficient recovery time according to my doctor.
You'll be fine. Start cooking on December 30th, so you'll need to pull 2 all-nighters.
All-nighters? With a newborn who needs feeding every 2 to 3 hours?
Bring the baby with you. I'll look after her while you cook. Make sure you eat well to keep up your strength.
You realize I'll barely get any sleep. That's impossible.
Nothing is impossible when you put your mind to it. This is your first New Year's as part of our family. I can't tell everyone my daughter-in-law is useless. Think about my position.
I am thinking about multiple positions here. Yours, mine, and most importantly, my baby's. Just so you know, your son agrees with me. He's also crazy about our baby, even though she's only a few days old. I don't think he'd allow this.
Ha! My son knows better than to contradict his mother. Tyler has always been such a good, obedient boy. Just manipulate him.
I don't manipulate my husband. We have an honest relationship. That lie would be obvious immediately.
You're missing out on valuable married woman skills. Just make sure you're here. Got it? It's past noon on December 30th. Why aren't you here yet? I told you preparations start today or we won't finish in time.
Oh, is it the 30th already? The days blur together with a newborn. You did say that.
Then you should be here. I've been waiting since morning.
I never said I was coming.
What? So you haven't done the shopping either?
Nope.
Are you serious right now? I told all the relatives my daughter-in-law was preparing an amazing feast. What are we supposed to do now? There's no way we'll finish in time.
I'm sorry you built expectations without confirming with me.
Are you telling me I have to do the shopping and preparations myself?
You could always order catering. It's not too late. I wouldn't say you have to, but I was hoping you would.
How dare you! You're abandoning your duties as a daughter-in-law. Don't think you can remain part of this family.
That's a rather extreme reaction to me prioritizing my health and my newborn.
What does Tyler say about this?
I haven't told him anything.
Why not? Are you hiding things from him?
No need to hide. There's nothing to tell. Because I'm sure he agrees with me. We're planning to have a quiet New Year's celebration.
A quiet celebration? That's not how our family does things. Do you think my son's wife can get away with this?
This isn't about getting away with anything. It's about making reasonable choices. I think I already am, and I'm acting accordingly.
My son would never approve of this behavior. I've never had a daughter-in-law who wouldn't listen to me. You'll regret this.
I hope we can move past this and have a positive relationship someday.
Hey, did you promise my mom something? She called me really angry. I'm still at work and really don't need this.
She's upset that I'm not helping with New Year's preparations. Did she explain why I can't? She wants me to prepare for 30 relatives coming over for New Year's.
Yeah, she mentioned that. Is that really such a big deal? Mom said you promised to help and then backed out.
That's not what happened. I never agreed to it in the first place.
Well, you'll have to help her.
Excuse me?
It's important to my family.
I just gave birth to our child. Doesn't that matter to you?
Our family gets packed during New Year's. It's a tradition. I remember Mom crying in the kitchen every year saying she was scared of the holidays coming.
That does sound difficult for her.
Yeah, it's been tough on her all these years. Dad never helps much. I know it's tough, but I need you to understand.
And knowing that, you still want me to go? Do you realize what you're asking of me?
It's been what, 2 weeks since you gave birth? You should be fine. My cousin Sarah was back at work a week after giving birth. You're cooking normal meals at home, so it's the same thing.
Wow. First, I'm barely managing to heat up the meals your sister dropped off. Second, there's a huge difference between making a sandwich and cooking for 30 people.
That's a bit dramatic, don't you think?
That's not it. I'm genuinely upset. I thought you were a loving husband, a good dad who would help with the baby. I've truly felt that way these past weeks.
Thanks. I am trying my best here.
But that feeling just completely vanished.
Why? What did I do?
Prioritizing your mother's traditions over your wife's health and your newborn's well-being. I can't believe you don't understand why.
You're not making any sense. Did I say something wrong?
If you have to ask, that's part of the problem.
Look, just help my mom this once and I'll make it up to you.
Fine. I'll handle your family's New Year's celebration.
Great! I knew you understand. I'll be there too and can help with the baby.
You've got to be kidding. You want to keep our baby in a room full of cigarette smoke?
What do you mean?
Your Uncle Jim smokes nonstop, and so do several of your cousins, remember?
Not that bad. They can smoke outside. I grew up around smokers and I turned out fine.
And what about your Aunt Marge's perfume that gives everyone headaches? And the constant noise level? Well, your precious daughter can smell like cigarettes when you get back.
Wait, I hadn't thought about that. Maybe you're right about the baby. Do whatever you want.
What does that mean?
Nothing. Forget I said anything. Hey, why aren't you responding? Are you mad or something?
Can't you tell? Where exactly was I supposed to get mad? When you compared me to your cousin? When you dismissed my medical recovery? Or when you threatened me not to complain? My pelvis and back hurt, but I'll do my best. See you later.
You're making me feel guilty now. Actually, don't worry about it. Just rest at home.
No, that's okay. The fire's been lit and I can't put it out myself now. Your mother expects a full spread and that's what she'll get. Good luck at work. I'll be busy preparing New Year's for strangers.
Have you started preparing yet?
Please don't say or do anything until I'm done.
What? What kind of request is that? I was planning to check the menu and taste everything for you.
I have my own way of doing things. I'd rather work independently. Please don't do anything unnecessary.
Checking food quality isn't unnecessary. What's with that attitude? Are you planning something? Try that in front of the relatives and I'll drag you around in front of everyone.
Please do. That would certainly make an impression on the family. Then I'll return the favor and drag you around too.
Are you threatening me? Why are you being so defiant?
Your son just showed his true colors. How would you feel if someone you thought was on your side suddenly turned out to be against you? That's what happened to me just a few hours ago.
Don't bring your marital problems into this. Your personal drama has nothing to do with our New Year's celebration.
It has everything to do with it. He chose your traditions over his wife and child. But you're right. I understand.
As long as you understand. Just make sure everything is perfect. My reputation is at stake. I was worried because I haven't seen any activity. New Year's is the day after tomorrow.
I can read a calendar, thanks.
Don't get smart with me. You seem like a completely different person.
People change when they see others for who they really are. I was being overly nice because you were important to someone I care about.
That hasn't changed, has it? Tyler is still your husband and my son.
The important person part is gone now.
What? Did you fight with Tyler?
How can you be so casual when you caused this?
It's my fault? All I did was uphold family traditions. Either way, the wife should apologize to the husband. You should know better than to fight with your husband. A woman's job and purpose in life is to support her man.
Wow. Is that what you teach your son about marriage? No wonder he acts the way he does. I never expected to hear support your man from someone who treats her husband like an insect.
How dare you? My husband and I have a perfectly normal relationship. Listen, when you've been married as long as I have, you stop being so formal. I was an obedient wife in the beginning, too.
I've seen how you order your husband around and criticize him in front of everyone. I've never heard a less convincing statement.
That's different. We've been married for 35 years. Just make sure everything's ready as promised.
Yes, ma'am.
Finally, some respect. What is going on here?
Do you like it?
There are catering staff everywhere. Our house looks like a hotel buffet. And why is there a sushi chef here?
That's Takeshi. He's one of the top sushi chefs in the city. Please order whatever sushi you'd like.
This is outrageous. I never asked for all this. Where are the traditional dishes?
There are traditional options at the back table. The chef prepared those as well. You said you wanted everything handled perfectly. There's no way I could cook for 30 people with my housekeeping skills, so I outsourced it.
This is completely inappropriate for a family gathering. How much did this cost?
Quality service doesn't come cheap. You can look forward to the invoice.
This is not funny. We're not paying for this. And why aren't you here?
Did you really expect me to drive with a 3-week-old baby? Are you seriously suggesting I travel 2 hours with a 3-week-old baby? If so, you should see a doctor.
Don't be ridiculous. 2 hours isn't that long. It's not like you'd be taking her into a crowd.
Have you forgotten about influenza season, RSV, the common cold? Newborns under 1 month have 1/3 the immune resistance of adults. It would be dangerous if she caught something from your relatives.
These are just family members. They're not carrying diseases.
Please don't equate family relationships with viral immunity.
You're impossible. The relatives are starting to arrive and I can't deal with this right now.
How are the relatives reacting?
Well, everyone's enjoying it. They're especially impressed by the sushi chef. They're saying this makes a nice change.
See? It's all good. Everyone's happy, and I didn't endanger my health or the baby's.
But I never said money was no object. This must have cost a fortune.
Don't worry. It's coming from your son's savings.
Oh, Tyler approved this?
Course not. He'd never approve spending $10,000.
$10,000?
Yep. Premium service costs premium prices. You told me to do it, so I did.
I never told you to spend that kind of money. There are limits.
You didn't specify any budget constraints when you ordered me to handle everything. Limits vary from person to person. He's enjoying sushi without knowing he's paying for it. I bet it would taste different if he knew.
Does he know the cost yet?
Not yet. I thought I'd let him enjoy the party first.
This isn't funny. This is financial sabotage.
How am I getting yelled at for doing what I was told? You said the holiday preparations were a burden and the daughter-in-law should handle them, so I figured this out.
Who would ever expect you to go this far? This isn't what I meant, and you know it.
It's too late to argue about it now. Just enjoy the fancy food.
I can't even swallow. Where are you right now?
At home.
With the baby?
Yes, my dad, mom, and sister are visiting us.
What? So your family gets to see the baby, but we don't? I wanted to show off my grandbaby to the relatives.
My child isn't your new designer handbag. She's a vulnerable newborn who needs protection.
That's not fair. I'm her grandmother.
You could have chosen to come to our house. Instead, you insisted on a massive gathering with 30 people during flu season.
But I always thought the daughter-in-law should help with her in-laws' New Year's celebrations. It's tradition.
I believe everyone deserves to be treated with dignity, daughter-in-law or not. I was raised with love by my parents, so I shouldn't be treated like a slave.
Nobody's treating you like a slave. But that's just how it is. That's what being a daughter-in-law means.
I see. Keep chanting that mantra for the rest of your life. Enjoy your New Year's. Goodbye.
We had a family meeting. We've decided to give you another chance. The family discussed your behavior yesterday. We'll judge whether you're suitable as our daughter-in-law based on next year's New Year celebration.
You had a meeting about me without me? Please don't make me a topic of discussion when I'm not present.
You should be grateful there's a second chance after such a failure. The sushi chef was impressive, but it wasn't traditional.
The guests seemed to enjoy it based on what you told me. I don't consider it a failure, and I'm not asking for forgiveness.
What are you saying? Are you refusing our generous offer?
Where's my husband? He said he'd be back by the morning of January 2nd after making an appearance.
He's resting after all the excitement. Are you not even going to give your husband a holiday break? He worked so hard all year.
I'm doing 24/7 childcare with barely any rest.
That's what mothers do. It's natural. My son can't come home today. He's been drinking since morning.
You're kidding me. I told him we needed to talk about something important, but now he's saying he'll relax for a week before coming home.
He deserves to unwind with his old friends.
That's different from what we agreed.
If your parents are there, they can help with the baby.
This is Tyler and my child. We should both be responsible for taking care of her.
Are you seriously expecting a man to do childcare and housework? That's women's work. In my generation, husbands worked outside the home and wives took care of the house. That was common sense.
Another old-fashioned story? We're living in the 21st century.
Some traditions are worth preserving. Even in the good old days, there were things worth learning.
Not from you, there aren't.
What a disrespectful daughter-in-law. I've never been spoken to like this.
Please tell your precious son. Take all the time he needs.
What are you planning?
Nothing, just giving him space to unwind, as you put it.
I will, whether you say so or not. Don't get lazy just because it's New Year's and your parents are helping. The baby still needs her mother.
Thank you for your meaningless, unhelpful words.
How ungrateful can you be? You're nothing but sarcasm.
Right back at you.
This attitude won't help your marriage. Come show me the baby when things calm down.
No way.
Such an infuriating daughter-in-law. You'll regret this behavior.
Amanda, I'm home! Why aren't you at the house?
It took you long enough to notice.
So you're angry I stayed at my parents for a week? I couldn't help it. It's the holidays. Everyone wanted to see me. Mom kept insisting I stay.
What did you just say?
Mom made me stay? She said I need to give you time to cool down.
This is ridiculous.
What's that mean? It's the truth. Whatever.
The fact that you were at your mom's is a lie to begin with.
Huh? What do you mean?
You think I don't know anything?
No, what? I don't understand what you're talking about. What are you talking about? I was just relaxing at my parents'.
Interesting. Your mother told me you were with your high school friends. I exchanged contacts with Nancy Smith's daughter-in-law.
Oh. So what if I hung out with friends? It's the holidays.
You ate the sushi made by the chef on New Year's Day and then left your parents' house. But I heard your car wasn't there after that.
I took Mom shopping for the New Year's sales. She wanted to get some discounted decorations for next year.
Let's see what you bought then.
Why are you interrogating me like this? You don't need to go that far. I was busy catching up with hometown friends and other stuff.
After spending $10,000 on New Year's Day, I don't think you could afford to waste money elsewhere.
Huh? What are you talking about?
The catering service? The sushi chef? Ring any bells? So your mom didn't tell you about the sushi chef. I wondered why you weren't complaining.
Don't tell me all that food and stuff. Was that expensive? Cost $10,000? My money?
That's right. You told me to help, so I did. I thought you'd noticed the withdrawal by now.
Nobody said to go that extravagant. How could you spend that much without asking me?
So you'd prefer your exhausted wife to work for free? While you're out doing whatever it is you've been doing?
Well, yeah, that's normal. I need money from my girlfriend. Oh. I didn't mean to say that. I was joking.
You seem confused about something. There's no evidence that person exists. Your car's location is visible on my phone. My dad went to check, and guess where it was?
What are you talking about? Are you spying on me?
Seriously? How was the hotel that you stayed at during New Year's? Meanwhile, I was sleep deprived, getting up every 3 hours, while my husband was nowhere to be found.
It's not what you think. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. It won't happen again. Mom's in on this too, right?
What do you mean, in on this?
She knows about, the affair.
She told me you were relaxing at her house. She didn't tell me about this. I had no idea you were with another woman.
So my mother basically proved my affair?
Wait, your mother knew and she didn't tell me? You and your mom are the absolute worst.
I didn't know she knew. She's already furious that I married a woman like you.
Sorry for being a woman like me. What exactly does that mean?
No, that's not what I meant. She just thinks you're too independent and don't respect traditions.
I think I'll discuss what kind of woman your mom prefers.
Don't do that. You'll never win a verbal battle with her.
Watch me. This is Amanda. I must say, your motherly love is impressive. Covering up your son's affair and lying to his wife to protect him.
How did you find out? Tyler told you?
Modern cars have GPS. We installed it as an anti-theft measure, but it turned out to be useful in an unexpected way.
You were tracking him? That's an invasion of privacy. No wonder he needed space from you.
So you knew all along?
So what? Men will be men. It's natural.
Oh, you're not even going to deny it?
Why would I? It's not a big deal. Getting upset over a little affair is pathetic. It shows a man's virility. Women in the past endured their husbands having mistresses.
Is that so? Were you one of those understanding wives? Didn't you once storm into your husband's lover's house with a kitchen knife when you discovered his affair?
Who told you about that ancient history? That was completely different.
I'm connected with several daughters-in-law from your relatives. We share everything from old stories to the latest gossip.
You've been gossiping about me behind my back? So daughters-in-law need to gang up just to function? Pathetic. I understand you're upset about the affair, but you need to forgive him. After all, my husband and I have managed all these years.
You mean after you threatened his mistress with a knife? That's your outcome, not something you should force on me.
It worked, didn't it? We're still married. So what will you do? Will you be satisfied if you get compensation from the other woman?
That's a given, but I'm filing for divorce.
What? You can't be serious. You just got married.
And he just cheated, which is worse. Your love for your son is so deep it's like a labyrinth. You should get that checked.
Don't be ridiculous. All men stray occasionally. Has Tyler agreed?
I haven't told him yet, but it's not up for debate.
Don't divorce him. He made one little mistake. Think of how it will look to people. What will everyone say about our family? I haven't even held my first grandchild yet.
You're more concerned about appearances than your son's behavior? I feel sorry you won't get to smell that special newborn scent.
This is so unfair. I've been waiting to bond with my granddaughter. I'll scold Tyler properly. I'll make sure he never does it again.
Your scolding won't fix this. He made his choice.
He's young and foolish. All men make mistakes.
You seem to think your son is the only cause of the divorce.
Isn't he? He's the one who had the affair.
No, you're responsible for a large part of it too.
Me? What did I do? I've only tried to maintain family traditions.
Search your messages for New Year's preparations, and you'll see all your unreasonable demands.
That's ridiculous. Those were perfectly normal requests. You didn't come anyway and hired a sushi chef. And you paid with my son's money, so you didn't suffer at all.
I managed to avoid the situation this year by thinking quickly. But I can easily imagine the same exchange happening again next year.
Next year would be completely different. By then, your child will be 1 year old, so you'll have more flexibility.
See, that thinking is exactly why this won't work. You're already planning next year's demands without considering my feelings at all. Why should I accept unreasonable demands just because we're family? Why should I sacrifice my body and mind to serve my in-laws just because I'm a daughter-in-law?
Because that's how families work. That's tradition.
Does getting married and changing my status to daughter-in-law mean I lose my human rights? Is your house some kind of lawless territory?
Don't be so dramatic. I never went that far. I just expect a certain level of respect and duty.
Respect is earned, not demanded because of a title. I will protect what's important to me with everything I have. I consider my family important, and I acted with my child's safety as the top priority. If you can't understand that, we'll never have a relationship.
Such an overreaction. You're throwing away a marriage over this? But a daughter-in-law is an immature existence. You should listen to your mother-in-law to grow into a proper adult.
With all due respect to someone who's lived nearly 60 years, give me a break.
How dare you? Who do you think you're talking to?
No matter how many times I explain, you think you're superior just because you're a mother-in-law, and you ignore the human rights of daughters-in-law. I'm talking to the mother-in-law, obviously.
You're the most disrespectful daughter-in-law I've ever encountered. I can't believe this.
People with outdated views like you should stay in the countryside, obsessing over New Year's traditions. Sure, some old customs and traditions are important, but we're dealing with immediate concerns right now. While caring for a life that could be in danger if we look away, I don't have time to listen to an old person's petty lectures or idealistic theories.
This is outrageous. How dare you speak to your mother-in-law like that? Don't you respect your elders?
Age alone doesn't command respect. I don't automatically respect someone just because they're older. I judge whether someone deserves respect based on their thoughts and experiences.
You can't even speak politely? What kind of upbringing did you have? What a disrespectful woman!
It's not that I can't. I'm choosing not to. Because you don't deserve it.
You'll regret speaking to me this way. My head is spinning with anger.
Well, enjoy looking forward to your precious son bringing home his next wife.
He'll find someone better suited to our family. Yes, if he has someone he likes now, she'll be his next wife. Someone who understands family duty. Then I can raise her to be a proper daughter-in-law. She'll give us lots of grandchildren, too. Unlike you, who can't even handle one baby.
Don't talk about it like it's as easy as laying eggs. Pregnancy and childbirth are serious medical events.
Women have been doing it for thousands of years. I'll make sure he chooses a wife who doesn't talk back like you.
Good luck finding someone willing to put up with this family dynamic. I should pray no more victims fall into this trap.
Once you're gone, he'll find someone who appreciates our traditions. When you're gone, our family will flourish. Just watch.
Tyler finally realized how toxic his mother was when he noticed that everyone he dated broke up with him within a week of meeting her. Apparently, she would interview them like job applicants and even test their cooking skills by making them peel taro roots. Who would marry into that? Tyler stopped visiting his parents and ignored his mother's calls. She aged rapidly and was bedridden by the next New Year's. Our divorce went to mediation but was finalized successfully. I received $20,000 in alimony and $100,000 in child support. Of course, I also made the other woman pay $15,000 in damages. By the way, the daughter-in-law at the Smith house, inspired by me, finally turned the tables on her mother-in-law. I'm staying with my parents while looking for a job. Being a single mother will have its challenges, but I'm determined to live as a mother who won't spoil her son or interfere with his future wife. Get out of my house! Stop coming and going as you please. Why are you even here? Nobody needs you anymore anyway. Stop pretending to be my mom. You're just a housekeeper who got lucky.
Lily, I just got back from grocery shopping. I bought those snacks you mentioned last week. Lily, please stop talking that way. Yes, I used to be a housekeeper, but now I'm your stepmom. I know this transition hasn't been easy for you. It's been 3 years and you still haven't accepted me?
3 years or 30 years, it doesn't matter. You'll always be the woman who ruined my family. You're the reason my mom got kicked out of our house. I don't know how you have the nerve to hang around here. Did you think buying me snacks would make me like you? Pathetic.
What are you talking about? Your dad and mom were already separated and in divorce mediation before I came along. I didn't even meet your father until months after they filed for divorce. You're mistaken if you think I'm the reason they split up.
That's not what Mom told me. She said you were sniffing around Dad while they were still together. Mistaken or not, that's how I see it. Every time I see your face, I remember how my family fell apart. Dad's too busy to pay attention to you anyway, so why don't you just leave? Is his money worth putting up with being unwanted? Having someone with your IQ in my house literally makes me sick.
Your mother is entitled to her version of events, but it's simply not true. How can you talk like that? I understand you're hurting, but insulting me won't fix anything. Don't you think you're being extremely disrespectful?
What's disrespectful about it? They're facts. You dropped out of high school and all you know is housekeeping. Did you even pass basic math, or did you drop out before you could count? Meanwhile, I'm studying law at one of the top universities in the country.
So you're looking down on me because I didn't finish high school? Do you think education is the only measure of intelligence? Is law school that prestigious to you? A degree alone won't feed you. I built a successful business from nothing. That requires intelligence too. You need to learn some basic professional etiquette before you can enter society.
A cleaning business? Please, anyone can scrub toilets. I can't deal with getting lectured by someone with your education level. I'm literally studying to become a lawyer. You have nothing to teach me. Just leave already. You're an eyesore. I don't care if you're the legendary housekeeper or whatever. You just manipulated my dad. He was vulnerable after the divorce and you swooped in.
That's not what happened at all. Your father is a grown man who makes his own decisions. We just fell in love. Jake, Lily still seems to misunderstand. She thinks I'm the reason you and her mom got divorced. Which isn't true at all. Can you please talk to her? This has been going on for a while now.
I saw the text. I'm sorry she's being like this again. Just leave her be. It's probably just teenage emotional instability. She's still adjusting to everything.
Jake, she's 20 years old. That's not teenage instability anymore.
I know your kindness bothers you, but there's no real harm. It's best to ignore it. She'll come around eventually.
That's easy for you to say, but I'm getting tired of being insulted all the time. This has been going on for 3 years. Being called stupid because I didn't finish high school, even at my age. It hurts. I feel like I'm walking on eggshells in my own home.
I understand. I'll talk to her about it. Maybe I should take her out to lunch and have a serious conversation. I'm sorry I haven't had time to intervene because of work. Company's been demanding all my attention lately.
Your company hasn't been doing well lately, right? You've been coming home later and looking stressed. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Things are worse than I've let on. We might have a cash flow problem soon. I didn't want to rely on you, but I might have to. Is there any way you could help with some of our expenses for a while?
Of course. Why didn't you tell me sooner? We're married after all. Your problems are my problems.
Thank you. I'm sorry for being so unreliable. I should be handling the situation with Lily myself. And I should be able to provide for our family without asking for help.
It's okay. I know it's tough. That's what partners are for. I'll try to manage things with Lily on my end, including her tuition for this semester.
You're amazing. I don't know what I'd do without you.
I'm throwing out your stuff if it's still here when I get home today. I already put some of your clothes in garbage bags. Just leave already. You're seriously an eyesore. Dad would be better off without you dragging him down.
Excuse me? You did what with my clothes? That's crossing a serious line, Lily. That's my home too. Enough is enough.
What are you going to do about it? Tell Dad? He's always too busy to deal with our little squabbles. I'm seriously going to throw your stuff out. Mom says she wants to come back home. So I'm getting things ready for her.
What? Your mother wants to come back? When did you speak to her? Jake hasn't said anything to me about this. Are you making this up?
Mom texted me yesterday. We've been talking. Dad doesn't matter. This is Mom's and my house, too. Mom had a hard time after being kicked out. But things have settled down, so she wants to come back. She says she misses our old life together.
Hard time? Your dad is the one who had it rough. Do you even know why they divorced?
Huh? What are you talking about? Dad got bored and wanted someone younger. That's what Mom told me.
First of all, you haven't talked to your mom in forever. Don't you find it suspicious she's suddenly contacting you? And I'm hardly younger than your mother. We're basically the same age.
Mom has her reasons, okay? She's been going through some stuff. You don't understand anything, so just shut up. Stop trying to poison me against my own mother.
You're really going that far. For 3 years, I've tried to be someone you could like. I've made every effort to build a good relationship. I've cooked your favorite meals, helped with your homework, attended your school events. But it was all pointless. I see that now. I can't keep trying when you're threatening to throw away my belongings.
It's exhausting. Having to pretend to be grateful for your mediocre cooking. As if anyone would like a high school dropout with no brain. You came for Dad's money, so just disappear, you gold-digging trash. Though I guess there isn't much money left to dig for.
I've told you to watch your language, but it seems pointless to say anything to you anymore. I've reached my limit with your disrespect.
Because nothing you say means anything. A high school dropout outsider shouldn't act like my mom. Stay away from me. I'm a law school elite. I don't need parenting from someone who couldn't even finish basic education.
Then I guess you don't need tuition support either. Since you're such an elite, you can handle that yourself.
Don't need it. Were you even supporting me? I don't feel like you were. You've never done anything for me. Acting all high and mighty. Dad pays for everything. He always has.
You're right. The annual $12,000 tuition isn't a big deal, right? You probably have that much saved up from your part-time job at the cafe.
Huh? What are you talking about? What $12,000?
So for you and your birth mother, $12,000 is nothing, right? The amount I've been paying for your tuition each year. The money that comes from my stupid cleaning business. Well then, from now on, I'm completely stepping back. You're a total stranger to me now. That's how I'll think of you. Since you've made it clear that's how you see me.
Good. I don't know what this $12,000 thing is about, but you've always been a stranger to me anyway. You're just making stuff up now to seem important. Dad would never let you pay my tuition.
Right. So I'll think of you that way too, but don't come to the house anymore, okay? Your key won't work anyway. I'm changing the locks tomorrow.
Huh? What do you mean? You can't keep me out of my own house.
Jake and I will be living in the apartment now, so you can go to your birth mother's place. Since you two are so close now and she wants to come back, I'm sure she'll be happy to have you.
You're finally showing your true colors. That's it, right? You're kicking me out to steal Dad's money. I knew you were just after his money all along.
What are you talking about? This place was originally rented for us, and you were supposed to live on your own. You were the one who insisted on staying here instead of campus housing. You can't kick me out even if you wanted to. Actually, I'm the one paying rent, so if I get kicked out, no one can live here. Including you.
Huh? What do you mean? You pay the rent? No way. Dad wouldn't let you do that.
You think you can kick me out and bring your mom in? The adult world isn't that simple. Leases have names on them. This one has mine. Your dad wouldn't go along with that anyway. Jake wants to be with me. Not your mother, who nearly destroyed his company.
What? Dad would choose you over me and Mom? No way, you're lying. What do you mean Mom destroyed his company?
If you think I'm lying, why don't you ask him directly? Jake won't be ambiguous anymore, I think. I'm making my position clear too. I'm done being your emotional punching bag. Strangers need to leave our home. Pack your things by the weekend.
What's with that attitude? You're really pissing me off. You can't just decide this on your own. Wait until Dad hears about this. Whatever. I'll live with Mom. She actually loves me, unlike you two. Dad can wake up whenever you've scammed all his money. He'll realize what a mistake he made choosing you.
Scam his money? Your dad doesn't have that kind of money to begin with. His company has been struggling financially for months.
Huh? What do you mean? Dad's company is huge. He's always had money.
That's our business. But you should know your mother is partly responsible for your father's current situation. Well, goodbye. Take care. As you wished, let's cut all ties. I hope your mother can support you now.
Hey, the school handed me a tuition notice. They say it's unpaid and I need to pay. What's going on? They're saying if I don't pay by next week, I'll be dropped from my classes. Are you there?
Who is this? I thought we became strangers with no contact. Why are you texting me? We're strangers, remember? As you so clearly wanted.
Look, I don't care about that petty stuff right now. Just answer me. This is serious. They're threatening to drop me from law school. Isn't tuition paid from Dad's account? Did you stop it? Did you tell Dad not to pay my tuition to get back at me?
I've been paying your tuition all this time. Not your father. His company hasn't had the resources to cover it for over a year.
That's way too much of a joke. There's no way that's true. You're just saying that to mess with me.
Think what you want, but that's the fact. Check with the school if you don't believe me. Ask who's been making the payments. Just last week, actually. Your semester tuition was due. But since you wanted to be strangers, I figured I didn't need to pay it anymore. Strangers who don't pay each other's tuition bills.
Wait, so you deliberately didn't pay? You knew this would happen? How could you do this to me?
Of course. I can't just casually drop $6,000 on a stranger. Especially one who treats me like dirt and threatens to throw out my belongings. I've been using my savings from when I was the legendary housekeeper to pay your tuition all this time. While you mocked my profession and education.
What? Are you serious? Why would you do that?
The only reason you could attend that expensive private university is because the stupid dropout you've been mocking has been paying your tuition from her hard-earned savings. Surprised? I did it because I care about your future, even when you treated me horribly. But everyone has their breaking point.
You're lying. I can't believe this. Dad would never let you pay for me. He has his pride. This has to be some kind of sick joke.
If you think I'm lying, ask your dad. I'm sure you'll run crying to him when you can't pay tuition. Or try asking your mom. Though I doubt she has any money to spare. She's been struggling since the divorce settlement.
This makes no sense. I don't believe anything you say. I'm calling Dad right now to sort this out.
Believe what you want. The truth is the truth, whether you believe it or not. Don't contact me anymore. Oh, and I changed the locks, so don't try coming back to the house. Your things are packed in boxes by the door if you need them.
You're seriously pissing me off. You're the worst. I can't believe Dad married someone like you.
Goodbye, then. Good luck with law school.
I asked Dad for tuition money and he refused. He confirmed what you said. He can't pay it. I thought he was paying the full amount all along. I had no idea you were paying. I don't know what to do now.
I told you. Why do you keep contacting me after saying we're strangers? So persistent. Find another solution that doesn't involve me.
Plus, he said the business is doing badly, so he can't pay. And if you're mad at me, there's no way he can help. He looks so stressed. What happened to his company? It used to be so successful.
Of course. His company is struggling because of your mom, and I was just thinking it's about time I stepped in to help. I've been holding back because I was focused on supporting you. But now I can redirect those resources.
Help how? What can a high school dropout like you do? Sorry, that came out wrong. I'm just frustrated. But seriously, how can you help a whole company?
You're still mocking my education at this point? After learning I've been paying your tuition? I created my own housekeeping business and became famous as the legendary housekeeper. In other words, I have connections to big players in the industry. CEOs trust me in their homes. I know people who can help your father's business.
Huh? Despite dropping out? I didn't know your business was that successful.
It's not just about education. Success doesn't depend on that alone. Hard work, integrity, and building relationships matter too. Your mom embezzled money from your dad's company, causing it to decline. That's why your dad kicked her out. He had to, or he would have been buried in debt. She blamed me for it. You've been making assumptions, but if you'd been a little more level-headed and considered the situation, things might have been different. Now you know the truth.
What's that about? I had no idea. Mom embezzled money? That can't be true. Why didn't Dad ever tell me?
So basically, you need to support yourself from now on. I'm a stranger now, so obviously I won't help. Your dad basically has no financial flexibility, so he can't support you. Have you tried asking your birth mother? Since she wants to come back and all.
I contacted her and she read it, but she's not responding. I've sent her 5 messages since yesterday. She was so eager to talk before, but now she's gone silent.
Just as I thought. She only reached out when she thought she could use you. Now that you need her, she's disappeared.
She seemed happy when I said we could live together, but when I asked where she lives, she wouldn't tell me. I'm staying at a friend's place now. Her couch isn't comfortable, but at least I have somewhere to sleep.
Good that you have friends. Now that you understand you need to pay your own tuition, work hard towards independence. That's part of becoming an adult. Good luck.
Emma, please help me. I know I have no right to ask, but I'm desperate. Please.
Who is this? I don't recognize this number.
We can drop that act now. You couldn't have forgotten me. It's Lily.
Oh, the self-centered stepdaughter, Lily. You've been quiet lately, so I thought you were working hard on being independent. What do you want?
Something terrible happened. Since you and Dad wouldn't pay my tuition, I tried to find a quick way to make money. I started working part-time, but balancing it with studies was tough, so I wanted a faster way to earn cash. I made a really stupid decision.
That's some pretty short-sighted thinking. But I'm listening. What happened?
I tried to create controversy online to make money, posting inflammatory content. I thought I could get famous quickly and make money from sponsorships.
What? I don't even understand what you're saying. You tried to become an internet celebrity by being controversial?
Basically, I tried to start drama for money by making accounts to post nasty stuff, thinking I wouldn't get caught, but I got caught right away. I said some really awful things about certain groups, and someone recognized my writing style.
Wait, what? That's an incredibly poor decision for someone studying law. Did you not think about the consequences?
Apparently, someone from the law firm where I was supposed to intern saw those posts, and now my internship is canceled. They said my online behavior was unbecoming of a future legal professional and showed poor judgment and character.
That sounds like you brought this on yourself. That's a natural consequence of your actions. What did you expect would happen?
So anyway, that's what happened. I have no money, no internship, I got fired from my part-time job, and I can't pay tuition. My friend is asking me to find somewhere else to stay too. What should I do? I'm screwed. My whole future is falling apart.
Why are you coming to me with this? You made it clear we're strangers. This seems like a personal problem.
Emma, you have money, right? You could help me if you wanted to. I know I've been terrible to you, but please.
So you mock me, call me stupid, look down on me, try to throw out my stuff and kick me out. And you think I'll help you? That's quite presumptuous.
You'll help me, right? I'm Dad's daughter, after all. Which means I'm your daughter, too. Family helps family.
After constantly calling me a stranger and insulting me, you only come asking for help when it's convenient for you. You're not just failing as a professional, but as a human being. Now suddenly I'm family? That's not how relationships work, Lily.
Hey! Wow. You're going that far? Are you really going to let me lose everything over some hurt feelings?
You finally understand who made it possible for you to live normally as a college student, right? So reflect on your actions, regret them, and figure out how to move forward on your own. This isn't about hurt feelings, it's about respect and consequences. You're an adult, act like one.
Wait, Emma. I didn't know. I was confused about a lot of things, and nobody cleared up my misunderstandings. I really thought you were the reason my parents divorced, so I was upset and said nasty things, but I didn't truly mean them. I was just lashing out because I was hurt. I'm sorry. I really regret it. Can you please help me a little? I want to keep going to college. I'll make it up to you, I promise.
I refuse. Your apology sounds like it's motivated by your need for money, not genuine remorse.
Huh? Why? Isn't this where you're supposed to agree? I apologized.
I don't know what you're talking about, but for me, this is over. Our relationship is strictly as strangers now, so I have no obligation to help you. Your actions have consequences. This is one of them.
Please wait. I have no one else to turn to. You understand, right? I just need to borrow some money. At least enough for this semester's tuition and some living expenses. I'll pay you back when I graduate and get a job.
Don't mess with me, you spoiled brat.
Huh? Emma?
You've been disrespectful this whole time, and then you go and do something stupid that costs you your internship. You brought this on yourself. You can't go to the internship anyway. If you can't pay tuition, you won't be a student anymore. These are all direct results of your choices.
That's why I'm asking for help. I made a mistake. People make mistakes. Please, Emma, I'm begging you.
What I'm saying is this is all your own doing. You caused this mess, so you need to take responsibility and clean it up yourself. Don't come crying to me about it. Maybe this is the wake-up call you need. So truly, goodbye this time. Don't contact me again until you learn to stand on your own and respect others.
Thanks to your help, the company's recovered, and our anniversary's coming up. Should we celebrate somewhere? I'm thinking of that nice restaurant by the beach.
I'm glad. If I could help even a little, that makes me happy. The contacts from my cleaning business really came through. Looking forward to dinner. The beach restaurant sounds perfect.
About Lily? She's taking a break from school and seriously working to save money. She said she's aiming to return to school. She's working 2 jobs now.
Is that so? That's good. It's not easy, but she'll learn valuable lessons. If she needs it, maybe introduce her to some night schools she could visit. That might be easier to manage while working. If she has dreams, she should pursue them. Just maybe with a bit more humility now.
Emma, thank you so much for everything you've done for our family.
For what? If anything, I feel like I might have done something I shouldn't have. I got angry at her attitude, but she's your precious daughter. I understand wanting her to have a good education. So I was secretly supporting her, but I stopped, and I was worried that might have been hard on you, Jake.
You were thinking about that too? I'm kind of embarrassed about myself. I should have been more involved. I'm grateful about Lily. The fact that she realized she needed to be independent and handle things herself is because you finally woke her up. My ex-wife poisoned Lily's mind, which made you suffer. Lily wasn't originally such a bad kid. But I think our divorce was shocking for her. She developed a twisted perspective. I should have set her straight years ago.
I understand. It was tough back then. Jake couldn't really be there for Lily, so hopefully things will improve from here. You had your own struggles to deal with.
I think they already are. At least my company's recovering, and Lily has recognized her mistakes and said she wants to properly apologize to you someday. She's been asking about you.
Let's hold off on that. I think I'll keep my distance for now. She needs to learn independence first. But I'm happy you said that. It shows she's growing. Let's continue supporting each other. And focus on getting your company back on stable ground.
You're right, as always. She needs to learn on her own. I'm just glad you're still here with me through all this.
Emma, it's me again. I know you asked me not to contact you until I learned to stand on my own. I think I'm getting there.
Hello, Lily. I've heard from your father that you've been working hard.
I have been. 2 jobs plus night classes. It's exhausting, but I think I'm learning important lessons. The convenience store manager just promoted me to shift supervisor.
That's impressive. Congratulations. How are the night classes going?
Challenging, but good. The professors are understanding of my work schedule. I've saved almost enough for next semester's tuition. Not at my old university, of course. Something more affordable.
That shows a lot of maturity, choosing something within your means.
I wanted to thank you for not helping me when I asked. As weird as that sounds.
What do you mean?
If you had bailed me out, I would have learned nothing. I needed to face the consequences of my actions. I'm still embarrassed about how I treated you all those years.
We all make mistakes, Lily. The important thing is learning from them.
I'd like to meet sometime when you're ready. No expectations, just to talk properly.
I think that could be arranged. Maybe coffee next weekend. Your father would be happy to see us getting along.
I'd like that. Thank you, Emma. And I truly am sorry for everything.
I know. Let's move forward from here. The other day, Lily, who once took a leave of absence and now attends night school while working at a convenience store, came to our home. Her once arrogant attitude was gone, and she bowed her head with a tired face. Seeing her apologize while kneeling made my heart ache. Her behavior back then was certainly inexcusable, but young Lily still has a long life ahead of her. Her birth mother refused to help, and Jake's company couldn't support her due to financial troubles, so Lily's options kept narrowing. This was society's punishment for her arrogant attitude of looking down on others. I didn't need to do anything special. Society itself proved how distorted her values were. I won't forgive her immediately, but depending on her attitude going forward, we might gradually improve our relationship. For now, I want to see her stand on her own before deciding. Until then, I'll watch from a distance and observe her true feelings. As long as her connection to Jake remains, our relationship continues too. I can only pray that she realizes her mistakes and improves.